What's up, guys? Back again with another one. In this video, I'll pretty much be giving y'all an update on my G35 and Tahoe and pretty much explaining why things pretty much came to a halt or slowed down, or pretty much tell y'all why I've just been doing a lot of car audio stuff lately. First thing, before we get started, I do want to acknowledge that we are over 2,000 subscribers, guys, and I am beyond stoked, happy. I definitely appreciate everybody that's been rocking with me, that gives me pointers, that likes the videos, that hates the videos, that engages in the videos, all of that. You know, I want to shout all of y'all out, every single last person that's watching this video and that's subscribed to the channel. Shout out to y'all, because y'all are the reason why I'm able to do any of this stuff. You know, y'all give me, you know, the energy and the motivation to keep doing this stuff on my cars, because the stuff that y'all tell me that I should try to do and stuff like that for the cars, even the haters motivate me, you know, to keep doing what I'm doing with the cars, because as long as I know somebody else don't like it, I'm going to continue to do it. But yeah, thank y'all for getting us to 2,000 subscribers. Let's get to 3,000, and hopefully we can have a giveaway once again, like once I got to 1,000 subscribers, when I gave away that VLF amplifier. Maybe we'll give away a amp and some subs once we get to 3,000. So if we get to 3,000 subscribers, another giveaway incoming. Alright, so first up, we have the Tahoe engine right here under the trash bag. This is pretty much where it's been at for like the past month. I didn't touch anything with it. It's still, there's a little bit of sawdust and dust and all of that in there, so I'll have to rigorously like clean this thing down before I get to doing any more work on it. But the reason why I started to slow down and stop on this, because I wanted to do thorough research. You know, I wanted to be better than what I did with the G35. Now, I'm not saying I did anything wrong with the G35 and stuff like that, but I just want to do better than what I did before. So I'm going to do better research. You know, I'm not going to do a lot of guessing and stuff like that. Even though I did have the manual with me doing the G35, I still had to guess for a couple things, because, you know, some things I couldn't find online and all of that. So I had to go back through my videos and try to figure out how it looked when I first took everything apart and compare it to what the new is looking like and stuff like that. So, but these LSs, you can find almost anything online when it comes to rebuilding, repairing, you know, building just from a block straight up and stuff like that. So I have high faith in this engine once I get done with it. Like I said, this is going to be DOD deleted. I do have a sloppy stage 2 cam that I plan on throwing in here. And I do have the push rods cam and all of that stuff already ready for it, but that was the only thing that I bought for this engine, sadly. That was literally the only thing I bought so far. I didn't buy the DOD delete kit. I didn't buy the reseal kit or anything. But the only reason why I slowed down on that stuff, because like I said, I wanted to do thorough research, so that way when I go to buy everything like I did with the G35, I don't have to stop and then, you know, oh, I gotta wait for this to come in and stuff. No, I'm trying to get everything all at once to get us one nice flowing video of us, you know, putting the Tahoe engine back together, getting it back in, eventually getting it tuned, and then, you know, test driving it and stuff like that. But that's where we're at on the engine. I didn't touch anything on the body at all on this thing, even though I really want to. I am going to have to, at least this summer, so that way, you know, when it gets cold out and stuff like that, I'm not out here, you know, in the blistering cold and stuff like that. The sound system is still in here, my two EVL 18s. I don't have a battery in here, so the tailgate is locked shut, so it won't open or anything unless I try to open it from the inside. But I have parts and stuff laying around everywhere in there. I really don't feel like going through it. But I do have two EVL 18s in this car for any new subscribers that didn't know about this truck, honestly. But I did have a dual battery set up and all of that good stuff. That's where the car audio wires came from. Got my old 6L80 just sitting down there. Unfortunately, that's where it ended up sitting at whenever we were pulling the engine and transmission. The transmission started to come with it, but that was because I forgot 2 bolts in the bell housing. But, you know, we live and we learn. But other than that, for the Tahoe, I haven't really done anything else other than doing a lot of research and making sure I have the right everything when I do this. Now, as far as the G35 goes, I do have my keys on me. As y'all seen, I did get it to the point where, you know, it's at its part where it can crank and stuff like that. But what I am missing, all right, back to what I was saying before that bee just tried to attack me. But yeah, I got to the point where, you know, the car is able to crank again. I got the new alternator starter, redid all my ground wiring, my power wires, service engine light turns on. I'm able to read codes on the computer, all of that good stuff. Where I'm at on the halt is on this, I need to grab this fuel damper with the rubber hose, because as y'all see, it's like, I don't know if that's like glued on there or something. I don't know how, if it's like heat shrink on there, I don't know what, but I need to replace that hose because that hose is leaking down here whenever you crank the engine or anything. I would show y'all right now, but I don't want no gas leaking anywhere. That fire kind of traumatized me a little bit, so I don't want to see nothing with fires right now. So I'm going to refrain from cranking this car up and having gas around and all of that out here. I did recently get the rest of the wiring harness that I was missing, so all my coils are plugged in. The variable valve timing solenoid right here is plugged in, and I did get the code for my camshaft position sensor to go. I was able to reset that code because I got a new sensor to put in there. That was another thing that I did off camera. As y'all know, I have the eBay long tube, or not long tube, this is like an eBay cold air intake that goes all the way down here to the wheel. I did put that on along with the Hitachi Z1 Motorsports 75mm throttle body with the adapter plate and everything. So we do have that on here. This car is almost ready to go, but like I said, parts for this car really isn't cheap. You know, I still have to get that, like I said, that fuel line. That fuel line's 150 bucks shipped. I do still have to get damn near the entire braking system because the brake hoses melted here up front, so I had to get those new ones. The brake hoses in the back didn't look like they even got touched by the fire, which is wonderful. I don't have to touch nothing back there, but I will replace pads and rotors back there. I don't think I've done anything on the interior but organize the way my parts and stuff are sitting in here. Everything that needs to go on the car pretty much is sitting over there on the passenger side. I don't think I've done any. Oh yeah, I started putting some of the Z1 hoses because I got the Z1 master hose kit. The hold up with the rest of those hoses are, I don't have any hose clamps because they don't send you any hose clamps with the hoses. I guess they expect you to use the clamps that you already have. And you know, me being dumb, I threw majority of the rubber hoses away with the clamps because I was like, you know what, I'll just get new hoses, not even thinking about the clamps that were on the hoses. So I had to get some hose clamps to continue to putting all of that good stuff on. I do need to get the radiator put in here, put some coolant in here. I do want to get a new oil filter because the oil filter kind of melted in the fire, so I'm going to drain the oil, of course, new oil and new oil filter. It's going to get an oil change before the car even gets ran, which is kind of crazy to me, but you know, still has the same battery in here. I just keep it on charge, put it on charge every once in a while to make sure it stays healthy. All right, here's the dash on. As y'all see, I got all my lights back. Before, I wasn't getting the battery light, I wasn't getting the oil light, I wasn't even getting the service engine zoom light. None of that. I wasn't getting nothing but the AT light and the slip, ABS, and brake. That's all I was getting. Of course, you know, the mileage and all of that good stuff, but none of the lights that really mattered were really coming on. And real quick, just a little so y'all can see, you know, it does turn on its own now. But like I said, I just need to fix that fuel issue before I can really you know, try to crank it and stuff like that. I do have O2 sensors that I can put in here at any point, and I do have wrap for my test pipes. I just need to get the O2 sensor spacers for the test pipes, and whenever I get that, I guess, you know, we'll do a video on wrapping the test pipes and throwing the O2 sensors in. But yeah, the main thing that's been holding me up on buying parts for these two cars is, one, you know, the price of living right now. I'm gonna be real with y'all. The price of living with me having 3 kids has went up. Like I have to spend substantially more to, you know, take care of my family and stuff like that. So this stuff right here is going to be a little slow for a little bit till, you know, I pick back up on getting this stuff. And the other main thing, which will pretty much piggyback off of that, is I have started investing all of my extra money that I do have right now for a gift for someone that does watch my videos quite frequently, so I'm not going to say who it's for or what the gift is, but right now I am working on buying that for them right now. That's another reason why these two cars haven't really been seeing no play, and I've been doing mainly car audio, because that stuff is cheap and easy. I can do all types of stuff with car audio all day. I have spare boxes, spare equipment in there, and all type of stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at with both of these cars. If I had to guess, probably, well, it ain't even no guessing, the G35 will be done before the Tahoe, but I have a feeling I'm going to enjoy building the Tahoe more than what I did the G35. And that's not saying I didn't enjoy building this car at all. I actually loved every single moment of it, including the fire and everything. That's going to be, you know, in the future when I'm talking about this car and stuff like that, I'm going to have a great story to tell about this car. So, but other than that, you know, that's pretty much where I'm at with both of these cars. I do want to see them back running again here quite soon, pretty shortly. But honestly, I feel like we might be going into another this will be the third winter of me working on this car, which I really don't want it to. So as soon as I can, I'm going to be on that like white on rice. But the Tahoe, of course, this is definitely going to be like a full winter project. I'm really stoked to hop into this. Like I said, cam, headers, and maybe even a Snell if I learn about that stuff and can afford it at the time when it's time for the engine to go back in. But other than that, guys, that's a quick little update on both of these two cars. I know y'all haven't seen them in a little while. Quickly recap real quick, like I was just saying, all my money is going into a gift for someone that, you know, that's close to me, that watches my videos a lot. So I can't explain what the gift is or who it's for, because I don't want them to get any type of hints. But yeah, that's number one. And then number two, like I said, the price of living is just super high right now. I gotta wait just for a little bit, at least until I secure this gift. Once I secure this gift, we rate back on both of these cars like white on rice. Both of them, not only the G35, but both of them. I've been eager to work on both of these cars, but sometimes you got to humble yourself, because you don't have all the money in the world, but you do want to do right by your people that's around you. So like I said, guys, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.